Hey everyone, so Zero Company is coming out in just a couple of days, and this will be a turn-based Battlefield-style game. And for me, games like the Jedi series are right in my area, where I enjoy first-person narrative-driven games that really pull you into a character's complete story. But I've been wondering if I should get excited at all for this game as the final trailer drops. In a way, this feels like a game trying its hardest to pander to those who grew up watching the Clone Wars, as it takes place during that time period and has all kinds of characters like clone troopers, Mandalorians, Jedi Padawans, and yeah, even Anakin Skywalker in his moody black Jedi garbs being voiced by Matt Lanter himself once more. But when I see this kind of stuff, I also get skeptical. Will the implementation live up to the hype of what I see? And will it be worthwhile for someone like me that is not as interested in this style of game? Now, that being said, there seem to be a lot of cinematic cutscenes, and maybe this will still hold a solid story, as it's looking like we'll get some new type of villain here with the Infinite Coil, which are some sort of dark side users with evil centipedes. And so I'm intrigued by that and how it might expand understandings of the Force. But as I watched the trailer for this, the music felt generic. In fact, it feels like it opens like any other trailer, and more notably like many of the Star Wars Outlaw trailers. The music also felt suspiciously like that of the Star Wars Outlaw trailers, with low drones entering first, followed by more energetic beats like we were building into a heist as themes begin to appear. So I had to check to see if this was also being done by Wilbert Roget II, who composed the music for Outlaws. And I was really surprised to see that the music for Zero Company is actually being done by Gordy Haab. And this is a name that Star Wars fans should recognize because Haab is part of the duo alongside Stephen Barton that have put together the incredible and Grammy-winning music for Jedi Survivor as well as Jedi Fallen Order. And I'm very curious to see how Haab will work on a Star Wars project as a sole composer instead of as part of a team. In the teaming up, Haab was typically more in charge of working on portions of the Jedi scores that involved live orchestra, while Barton generally did more of the work for dolls and electronic soundscapes. This score so far seems to have a bit of both, but it's also a very different style of game. Haab recently released the title track for the game, so I gave it a listen in order to get me a little bit more interested in this game. Almost immediately we hear that three-note motif that is prevalent in the trailers as well, being played here by the cellos. Around it, short bursts of music enter and fade away, highlighted by strings playing col legno bottato. Other effects enter in the strings as well, as they jette or let the bow bounce off the string repeatedly, giving this track a really unique sound as the bassoons grumble underneath. Finally, the music builds as the brass enter, and that same motif again. This time it builds into a theme though, with a syncopated response that feels like it's been very appropriately pulled directly from the military marches of John Williams' prequel eras. The motif repeats again before being responded to by an upward motif. It moves higher and higher, more and more tense, until the music releases. This definitely has the feel of a prequel-era march. I'm curious and also a little excited to see how one of my favorite Star Wars composers handles this new project in a likely far less dramatic style of game and storytelling with Zero Company. I don't expect it to have the same epicness of the Jedi series or the dynamic shifting of emotions from Outlaws as situations change, and honestly, I probably would not have even planned to get this game if I didn't know that he was the composer for it, but now I do need to check it out. But I absolutely would love to know what all of you think. Are you interested at all in Zero Company? Did you know that Haab would be composing the music for it, and what do you think of the music that we've heard for it so far? Tell me in the comments below what you think, and consider checking out my Patreon page using the link in the description, where you can help support this channel for as little as $1 a month, or download PDFs and MP3s of projects as I complete them, along with other perks at higher tiers. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away, and as always, may the be with you.